5 beaches, 1 island, and we're about to tell you which one actually wins, including the 2 most tourists never even find.
We spent 4 days in Turks and Caicos. We did 2 full days out on the water with Caicos Dream Tours, hit every beach we're talking about, and we even found the one spot that made us stop and just stand there. So let's rank them worst to best.
We stayed in an Airbnb here, which we have a full tour of on the channel. We rented a car, which you absolutely need to get around. We grabbed some water and fresh juices from a local market before every beach day. And we've already made videos on the Caicos Dream Tours and the best food in Turks and Caicos. Links are in the description. This video is specifically about the beaches, ranked honestly, and based on what we actually experienced. So let's get into it.
Coming in at number 5 is Sapodilla Bay. And listen, 5th place on this island is still better than most beaches you've ever been to.
Sapodilla Beach. This one is supposed to be a little bit more lively, like has more activities like jet skiing. It's also close to 2 or 3 restaurants, so you get a little bit more party vibe here.
Sapodilla is calm, protected, and honestly feels like a secret. The water here is flat, shallow, and warm, and it's the vibe if you want a little bit of crowds, zero chaos, and even some water activities to partake in.
Towards the end of the beach, there's an amazing walkway that you can just go for on a nice peaceful stroll, and it makes for a really great photo op.
Number 4 is Sunset Beach, and the name tells you everything you need to know about when to go. We're out here at Sunset Beach, and this is the best place to watch sunset.
Yes.
In Turks and Caicos, check this out.
So good.
We were there right at golden hour, and we're not going to pretend that we weren't standing there with our mouth open. The light hits the water in a way that it honestly does not look real. Pink, orange, gold, marshmallow, the whole thing. If you're in Turks and Caicos and you miss sunset at Sunset Beach, you definitely are missing out. The reason it's 4th and not higher though is timing is everything. Midday, it's a nice beach, it's fine, but it's not as special until the last hour before the sun drops. So it's conditional. Go at sunset, you'll love it. Go at noon expecting a wow moment, and you might be a little bit underwhelmed. And here's a pro tip. Grab some drinks nearby after. We had drinks at Waimara, and it made our whole evening. Coming in at number 3, probably the most famous however, Grace Bay.
And before anyone comes at us in the comments, yes, Grace Bay is stunning. It deserves every award that it's ever won. The water is that impossible shade of blue that doesn't look like it should exist. The sand is powdery soft. It's genuinely a world-class beach.
It's really wavy. It's like a beach. And this definitely has got to be the best. The sand is powder soft and it's genuinely a world-class beach. But why is it 3rd? Because it's also the most popular beach on the island by a lot, which means that there's a lot of beach chairs that are already set up in the background, and each few blocks of beach chairs belong to different hotels and they have different setups. There's a bunch of vendors here selling coconuts and setting up umbrellas. Lots of big name resorts out here like the Ritz-Carlton, Hilton's, which is fine, but that's the trade-off for having the infrastructure. You've got the Grace Bay Club right there with that incredible infinity pool. You also have the Ritz-Carlton, which is steps away. We grabbed some coffee there. We also had dinner at Casa Nana inside the Ritz, which was, by the way, incredible.
We're coming here almost at the end of the day to watch sunset. The traffic leaving this place before sunset is outrageous. And we're here on a Thursday. So, as a tip, if you're gonna come and spend a day at Grace Bay Beach, I would honestly recommend that you're there for the entire day. Don't leave until after sunset, just because you're gonna get stuck in some crazy traffic. So,
or you can do as we did and come
flip it out
around sunset when there's literally not a single soul.
Yeah, we're the only people at this.
This is crazy. We also have a full Caicos Dream Tours video and an Airbnb video already on the channel if you want to check those out. But anyways, Grace Bay is the resort strip, and that's exactly what it felt like. If you want the full luxury experience and the postcard shot, this is it. But the beaches that beat it feel more like discoveries. Number 2.
Taylor Bay. And this is the one that we keep telling people about.
We're at Taylor Bay Beach. Free parking right here, roadside. Just a little 2-minute walk to the beach. This is the little entrance to Taylor Bay Beach. This is the walkway. A little rocky, but not too bad.
Taylor Bay is shallow, like genuinely shockingly shallow. You can walk out what feels like a quarter mile and still only be knee deep. The water is super warm, flat, and clear. It just looks like glass from above. There's no vendors, no chair rentals, no resort attached to it. It's just the beach. If Grace Bay is the Instagram beach, then Taylor Bay is the one that you actually remember.
But here's a pro tip. Before you go to Taylor Bay Beach, you're going to want to bring your own towels, your own chairs, and your own water, because there's literally nothing nearby. So we grabbed water and fresh juice from a local market on the way there. Honestly, the move for any beach day on this island. We tried not to overpay at any resort bars, especially when we didn't have to. The drone footage over at Taylor Bay is honestly some of the best we got on this entire trip. That overhead shot of the flat turquoise water with no one in it, that's the one. Number 1, the best beach in Turks and Caicos. It actually isn't the one that you can drive to. It's one you need to boat to. We did 2 full days on the water with Caicos Dream Tours.
So out here today with Caicos Dream Tours. There's 2 big boats, double deckers with slides.
And it was the highlight of our entire trip. We already made a dedicated video on them. We'll drop the link in the description down below, and we'll put it on the end screen. But we have to mention it here because it completely changed how we thought about this island. Our 2 days with Caicos Dream Tours, we hit Little Water Cay, which is an uninhabited island that's home to the Turks and Caicos rock iguana. These things are everywhere. They're huge and they have zero fear of humans. You're just walking around a deserted cay surrounded by iguanas. It's surreal. We also stopped by Big Water Cay, snorkeled the reef, and the snorkeling here is legitimate. Clear water, coral fish, and the whole thing. And then we also stopped by Noah's Ark.
We're out here at Noah's Ark.
Yes.
It's crazy. The vibes are immaculate.
Noah's Ark is this natural rock formation that sits out in the middle of open water. And we're gonna be honest, no description really does it justice. It's one of those places where the boat pulls up, everyone goes quiet, and you just look. The water around it is every shade of blue and green at the same time. Although there were other boats that stopped by when we went, we felt that this was an unbeatable experience. Is because you're not on the island anymore. You're out in the open water, surrounded by cays that have no roads, no resorts, no crowds, just turquoise water in every direction. That's the real Turks and Caicos, and that's what most people who visit never see.
So there it is, 5-1. Sapodilla Bay, Sunset Beach, Grace Bay, Taylor Bay, and the clear #1 beach, getting out there on the water with Caicos Dream Tours. If you're planning a Turks and Caicos trip and you only do one thing from this list, then book those 2 days on the water. You can thank us later. Drop a comment down below. Which beach would you hit first? We read every single comment because we want to know what you guys want to see. And if you want the full breakdown, our Airbnb tour, the Caicos Dream Tours full day video, and the best food in Turks and Caicos, they're all on the channel. Links below and on the end screen. Subscribe if you're new here, and we'll see you guys in the next one.